Have to forgive me for how I look. I just couldn't be arsed, right? I'm in my bathrobe, my hair's a mess. I don't need to tell you that, you see that. But I wanted to make a video today to teach you about the falsehoods that we're being told every single day. And our thinking, this is called dogma, right? Our thinking being based on somebody else's thinking. Something that someone made up at one point, or something that someone said at one point that we now as a society accept to be true. So if someone asks us about these things, we tell people like it's a fact, when really it's based off someone who made something up. I'm going to give you a few examples, right? And these are petty ass examples, but I just want to show you how petty it is, and I want you to think for yourself how maybe it's affecting bigger things in our life. So let me put my glasses on because I can't read shit. Right, Vikings never had horns on their helmets. When you think of a Viking, right, you think those big horns coming out of their helmets, but they never ever had horns on their helmet. In fact, it was an adaptation of you know, someone just added horns to a helmet. I'm not sure if this is a play or a book or something. I didn't look too deep into what it was, but something called Der Ring des Nubel. I can't pronounce it, right? It's some German. I think it's German, right? But basically, Vikings never had horns, right? Go back to the Bible. We always assume the forbidden fruit is an apple. Not once in the Bible does it say that it's an apple. We just assume it to be an apple. Someone said it was an apple, then told someone it was an apple, who told someone it was an apple, but it was never an apple. Apparently, it was more likely during those times in that area, not an apple, it was more likely to be a pomegranate or a fig. No part of our blood is blue. We think we've got red blood and blue blood, depending on if it's oxygenated or not oxygenated, but it is never at any point blue. It's just the way that our skin and the fat in between the skin and the veins and the arteries that makes it look blue, but our blood is not blue. And the last one is that bats are blind. Bats are not blind. Bats have perfectly good eyesight. It's crazy, like anyone can say anything. And here's the thing, especially now with the internet, because everybody can, you know, there's so many falsehoods going around on the internet that we don't know who to believe anymore. Now the thing is a lot of these authority figures out here, the people who, you know, build up a brand of knowledge and build up a brand of wisdom, or, you know, share stuff that is the real shit or whatever, they know that whatever they say you're gonna believe. And that's the thing, is when someone's an authority figure and they've built themselves up in something and you look to them and you think they'd never tell a lie, they'd obviously know their shit. It might not be that they're lying, it's just that they're misinformed on something and they haven't researched on it to, you know, inform themselves on it. They've heard of secondhand and secondhand and secondhand. Maybe the people before them didn't have an impact with what they said, but maybe one of these authority figures has said something and you've believed what they've had to say, and a lie might have become part of your knowledge after that. And take it from somebody who makes videos like this and, you know, tries to teach people and gives people the ins and outs of marketing and stuff like that. Don't even take my word as final. Don't take anybody's word as final. We don't know where they learned it from. We don't know how it works until we do it ourselves. And I have never wanted to be someone that, I've never wanted you guys to say, well, Esskimo said. I've never wanted anybody to be like that. I've always wanted people to question everything I say, because if you don't question what people are saying, you're going to take some falsehoods as facts. A lot of people who don't deserve a platform have built a platform. From that platform, they're going to spew a whole bunch of shit. I do my very best to make sure that everything I say is 100% fact, at least as far as what I'm working with that information, because I'll only ever tell you stuff that I've applied, stuff that I've seen work, or if I do a video about what doesn't work, it'll be stuff that didn't work for me. Of course, during that time, my opinion is going to come into things. Me and you are never going to have the same opinion on everything, which is why maybe you'll watch some of my videos and you think, yeah, that's on point, and then you watch another one and you think, oh, I don't know about that. And I'm glad that that happens, because like I say, I don't want people to say, well, Esskimo said, so that's a fact. I want you to think Esskimo said this, but let me go check on that for myself. Don't be a product of other people's thinking. Use your brain. Oh, and another interesting fact, we do use more than 10% of our brain, despite what studies say that we only ever use 10% of our brain at a time. That's bullshit too. But yeah, don't get mad, get motivated. Let's go.